Welcome to the Fox Valley Short Line Railroad, a standard career playthrough of Derail Valley Simulator. My name is Swift Fox, and I'll be your conductor and engineer for this evening's 2-hour journey on the rails. All right, I think I've got. All right, that's not doing anything. All right, perfect. Please have a seat, get comfortable, and have your tickets ready. This train is now departing. All right, if you were with me 2 weeks ago, and I thank you for your patience and your support. I missed being here last week. I missed all of you and this opportunity to play this run through. All right, so last time we got together, we ended up at the harbor in town, and here are our two DE2 locomotives. And what we're going to do tonight is a couple shunting jobs, and then we'll just to make some money. Hey, Wild, good evening. Thanks for stopping in. So we're going to look at some shunting jobs, try and build up our bank account because we are still at 36K. And to unlock one of the more powerful locomotives in line here, we're going to need 20 grand for the steam locomotive and 30 grand for the next up diesel locomotive. So we need to bolster our bank account here. So right now, I think we're still hooked up to these tractors. Okay, no, we're not. All right, so I'm going to do that while we're here because we're going to do this job first. Boop. I think we have to separate these from the ones at the end. These here. All right. Set the brake so she don't roll away. And then we'll go find this job. I don't think we have it. No, we don't. Go away. So, more baseball tonight, Wild. All right. Semi-trailers. Is this it? No. Yep. Who we playing today? There's a lot of semi-trailers here. Where is this job? Oh, where is this drop-off? Baltimore. Well, what's your chances this evening? I wonder why they don't have it. See, there's two, but neither one, because I think ours is only... Is this ours? Is there 5 cars in it? I don't remember. Let's go check. SU-29. Oh, excellent. Running around the train yard. Oh, there are 5. Okay. Yep, here we go. All right, so we need to pull them out of here, back them into the D yard, and then split them up under those in D1S, G2S, and G6S. So let's hope they are in that order. Otherwise, we have to solve the puzzle, right? All right, make that go away. Should only have to operate with one engine. Let's turn her on. Listen to our hum. Turn that brake off. Let's make sure this brake is off. And that's in that position. It's getting cold. Is it getting... Do I have a watch? Oh, here's the watch. Alright, so it's about 6:30, so it'll be getting dark soon, which is okay. Alrighty. And away we go. That means I left the brake on. Now the brake is off. Ah, it's the little things. How was your day today, Wild? Okay day at work? Better now. I'm playing sim baseball. How you doing, Jack? Thanks for stopping in. We're doing okay. Down a little bit. Huh? We're gonna go this way. Alright, past the switch. Oh, we're not past the switch. Go more forward. It is, it's raining. Oh my goodness. My new dyno. Oh, Wild's new dyno. Yes, it's huge. While we're here, out of the locomotive, go this way, into this yard. And that switch is right. All we need to do is back right on. Okay. Sure she takes the right track. So far, so good. We just got started about, I don't know, 5 minutes ago. I wasn't sure I was going to get back in time. A little after 6, we had a structure fire come in for an apartment in Millvale, and it turned out to be a cooking incident, so we weren't needed, which is just as well. I was able to get back time to spare. So, there we go. Yeah, no, so was I. Hoping it stays quiet. Wow. The fog is rolling in. Slow down. We are. All right. Looks like all the cars are in the loading track. Just need to stop the train. Turn in the order. So we're going to run back to the station. Turn it in. Get her started. Get the clock going. All right. Here's where we are. D7L. And our first drop-offs at D1S are those cars. So let's unload and then see where those cars are in the consist. Ah, there it is. Unload. Alright, what number is the last card? 993. I think we are in luck, ladies and gentlemen. Or gentlemen and gentlemen. 993. So the last 3 cars go into Yard D, which is where we're at. Excellent. I think we still have this. Yes, good. Oh, we are not. Are we? No, we're not connected here. Now we're paired. All right, forward we go. So we need to drop these cars off back there somewhere. While the train gets going, we'll jump out. Because, you know, safety. Okay, good. So turn this way, turn this way. That's D1S, so we need to put those last three cars right in this track. Very good. And we need to get the last car past this switch. Give her a little more speed. Looks like the rain stopped. Add some brake. Stop the train. Flip the switch. I'm gonna jump on the last car here. 1, 2, 3. So those 3 cars. Put her in reverse. Add little throttle, and away we go. I like the little green bear, or whatever it is. Is it a puppy? So I think this order will net us 9,000, and if we get it done in the under time, we get another 4,500 added to that. A tentapup. Ah. Oh yes. Okay. I do know Uwakabi. Should veer off to the left, stay left, and head on into track 1. Alright, I'm going to start to slow down. Too much slow down. Because I know these 3 cars are not going to fit without bumping into those other flat cars. So I need to get slowed down so I don't slam into them. Maybe a little bit more. It's down to 3. There we go. Creep along at 2. Wait till we bump. There we go. Connect up automatically. And we'll push all the cars back. Means these other 2 cars, one goes in G2 and one goes in G6. I don't know. Let's see. Yep. Pick the right one. Alright. Next, G2S should be 790. Yes. Forward. Take off. Throttle up. Away we go. I'm glad I was able to scrape away one night where I can stream semi-often. How do I sound? Everything good? Voice and game volume okay? Or do I need to turn something up or down? Hey, I enjoy playing the game, so... Streaming just allows me to enjoy the game with friends. Okay. Yeah, I think my webcam microphone is also on, and I don't know why. I don't think that helps. No, that didn't help. I wonder if that helps. Nope, that doesn't help either. I'm just going to leave them both on. What helped? Is it better now? Or is it better now? Second? Okay, perfect. I'll leave it like that. Oh. Thank you. Better one or better two? Yeah, it's like an eye exam. Ooh, the moon is up. Right, so I need to go this way. B1S, right? Oh, G2S. That's that way. G2S. Okay. All right, going to the left. Past this switch, which should be G3. And coming up on track 2, to the right, switch is correct. And we're going to drop this car right in here. Nice and easy. Should be forward. And then the last, we drop off at G6S, which is on the opposite side of the yard. Not all the way across. Gotta get out past the switch on the right, do the first switch into the yard, and that'll turn us into the right half of the yard. That. And that one needs to go the other way. Switch her into reverse. Turn off the brakes, and let's see if I got all the switches right. Set this to number 2. just inside the track. Looks like it's raining again. Oh yeah, there's a car right at the edge of the track. So I have to get the cars beyond these signs so they don't interfere with entering and exiting from adjacent tracks. So that's what these signs signify. Let us see what the malfunction is. That's connected. Since I automatically connected that, we should be good. Brakes at least. There aren't any others on. No, 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 no. What about this one? Oh, we ain't made it to that one yet. Alright, so what's the problem? Alright, we'll try it again. Okay. Alright. Disconnect. Let's go turn that one in. Do something crazy. The locomotive rolling out of there. All good. 16 minutes. Had about an hour to do it in, and we made 13 grand. Bringing our total up to 50,000. Alright, there was another stop. My goodness. How fast is that going? That's fast enough. Run into the back of the door. Alright, so what else is available? Not that. We can't do that. We can do that. That's a $10,000 one. Yeah, let's do that. Where do we find that? D4I. Oh, wow, that's a nice, easy one. Hello, little trains that could. How about we stop? Ooh, thunderstorm. Raining pretty well. Ourselves some rear lights here, some wipers. We could drive with the remote control. Oh, no, we can't. All right, my remote control is about dead, so. Oops. I have to do this. All right, D4S is straight ahead, right there, or D4I. So all my switches are good. How are we doing? Oh, we got a long way to go. Just a kiss. All right. Car brake off. We'll drop these off like we unloaded the last ones. We'll throw the other one in action. It's on. Hard to tell. Oh yeah, it's off. It's noisy with the doors open. How's Sunny doing, Jack? How are the dogs? Awesome, awesome. All right, get that switch in place. That switch is right. Oh, run into the fence. Ella is with me. She's laying on the floor here behind me. And Ripley and Sil are at agility class in Splash and Dash. We're running some agility with them this weekend. It's so dark in here. We're gonna have fun. Whatever happens, happens. Ella has been temperamental. Ouch. Okay, I guess I can't light that from here. time. It's supposed to be stormy all night. Yes. What'd I do? Denied. Oh, do I not have a... I don't have train length 1. Do I? I don't, do I? Right. That's embarrassing. Licenses do I have? Doot. Oh, snap. I only have concurrent orders. I don't have train length 1 or fragile. I could, but I would have to pay these fees. Let's see where we're at. Doot. Well, that would be a reason to buy licenses in a hurry, wouldn't they? Ugh. Okay. Okay. Now. Cancel. Can we do licenses? Oh, you're killing me. Cancel. Oh, okay. So we have to pay off this to meet the $4,000 copay that we have. All right. Well, we're going to spend a lot of money. I'm not happy about that. But we got $10,000 sitting on that ramp there that we shouldn't just leave. So I'm going to say right now that this playthrough I'm experimenting. If you're using this to kind of help learn how to play the game, then what I did in this game with going and skipping with skipping train length 1 and fragile and going straight for concurrent orders 1, it's fiscally it puts me at a detriment. If you look at, let's say train length 1, we'll just take some time here and I'll go over this. We look at train length 1, which is probably the first license you should get after shunting and dispatcher. Your insurance copay when you start out is $100. So if you get train length 1 first, now your insurance copay goes up to an even $2,000. Okay, so let's put that down. Now, if you go next and get fragile, fragile adds another $2,000 to your copay. So for 2 licenses, you're at $4,000 a copay. But the value of the jobs you can take that are train length 1 and fragile offset that. And the financial hit to do train length 1, do a freight haul, make some money, covers for getting the fragile. Now you can do long fragile jobs, which will be rake in extra funds. You do a freight haul or 2, some shunting. Now you're in the area where you're not using too much to maintain the vehicles that you're renting from Derail Valley Railroad. So let's go back to licenses and look at concurrent orders 1. Now, I went right for concurrent orders 1. It was still 10,000, but as you can see, it right off the bat through my insurance copay up to $4,100. So for what would have for a copay, what am I trying to say? It's more economical, efficient, and easier for you to build funds if you get shunting, get the dispatcher license, and then the next license you get, if this is your first playthrough or you actually want to play this efficiently, you want to go with train length 1, then fragile. And these two together will put you at a $4,000 copay. Once you get those two, then go for concurrent orders. Okay, and that should pretty much take care of all the $10,000 value licenses. Yeah, because I have concurrent orders, and that was a 10,000. All right, then you'll move forward with $20,000 licenses and such things like that. All right, so I'm not going to leave that fragile job and that long train length job on the loading track without taking advantage of it. So I've put it there. Let's buy this license. It's going to put a dent in our wallet, but it needs to be done. So not in my plans, but because I chose poorly, now I need to buy the licenses I should have bought first. And I thought, oh, let's try this direction. And honestly, it's not a good direction. So do not recommend. So here we are back at 25K. That's where we were at our last, what happened? Okay, well, we got it. Give it to me. All right, well, we have them all now. So as our stats are. Come back. Does it tell me? No. Cancel licenses. All right, so we've got fragile, dispatcher, train length, and concurrent orders. So we have them all. Oop. I don't want to quit. Why did I do that? Okay, now, where'd that order go? Is it still in my hand? Yes, it is. All right. Now let's try this. Haha! All right, so we pulled it out of D4I. It's now sitting at D7L. And we unload it, and most of the cars go in G1S. Oh, and all the cars go in G1S. Okay. So let's go back and take care of this order. So we'll net about 15,000 off of this. So it's a hit, but it's not awful. Unload. Now we should only need one engine here, and it's turned off. The brakes are all on because we serviced them. So our next freight haul, we need to get to goods factory. How we doing on time? All right. We've been at it for just about an hour. So I had planned, and we'll still go over to Roundhouse, see what's over there. I had planned to consider upgrading to a different engine. I don't think we're going to be able to do that in this game because of my oopsie. And I'll chalk that up to this being my second playthrough and forgetting where this playthrough is. So it's okay. It's all good. I've been wondering how I was going to segue mentioning that taking the avenue of trying to do concurrent orders to get the logistical haul license is not the right way to play this game. Not that there's a right way to play this game. It's so flexible. You can do whatever you want. But starting out, sometimes it's better to play smart than play reckless. And you make mistakes, you make mistakes. You know, it's a video game. Nobody's lives are at risk. So let's watch the back of the train. And of course I won't be able to see the back of the train. Just passed. All right, so this guy got a G1S. Gonna go in reverse, and then I will run back and set the switches. Break off. I need to switch this to the left. Check that this is to the left. Good. This was set to go into G2S for our last order. And now we're at G1S. And we are definitely not going to get all these cars in here without hitting these flat cars. How much room is in here? Oh, yeah, we got room. We got room? We got room. It's going to be dicey, though, because it's a long train. I won't see the last car when it gets to into the yard. This is a challenging yard to go into because it goes in between these two buildings, and the whole yard is way over there. So I'm gonna wish I had the remote controller. I'm gonna have to estimate. I'm gonna estimate now. I'm gonna start slow down. again, I'm going to leave it at 5. Let's see where we are. What did I do? I ran into stuff. How are we doing? Oh my goodness. All right, so we got a long way to go. That's probably a good speed. We are slowing down. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're there. He's all connected. Yep. Nope. All right, they are now. Now I just push them in. Oh, the lantern came on. That's a bug. No rush. Yeah, it's haunted. Yeah, I'd expect that kind of a feature in October. Let's throttle back. Last car is just about in. She's in right now. Brake on. Air off. And we're good. Let's go turn that one in. Yay. So 16K, good. We need it. That's 3/4 of the way of recouping what we spent for the licenses. 42. So we were at 50. Now we're at 42. So actually, that job and getting those licenses to cover it was worthwhile. Because now it really opens up a lot for us to work on. That's a sample. 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 All right, we can't do any of the logistic orders. No. No, just throw it on the floor. Silly little fox. All right. So let's take... Let's take and shut these down. Let's go and rest for the rest of the evening. And start off bright and early with our next hour, which isn't a whole lot. Yeah, we're gonna go sleep for two hours. At least not sleeping doesn't impact your game. I know, don't tell the developers. All right, so it should be raining out now. It's almost 8. All right, so where do we want to go? Here's a shunting. Oh, that's coming from Machine Factory. We want to go to Goods Factory. Steel Mill, Goods Factory. Oh, there we go. Where is that? E30 going to D5I. All right, so that is definitely the job we want to take out of here. Now, do we want to try one more shunting job to make some more moolah? Hmm. 4 cars buried in 3 tracks, but it'll put our engines where we need to go to pick up that job. So let's put that one down for consideration. That's a hazmat job, can't do that. That's 3 yards for less. So we won't do that. And this one, oh, what is this? Load and prepare. 3 yards, okay, for 15. All right, so we're gonna get greedy. Oh, and this is good too, because whereas this one we had to drop it off at E11O, this one we get to drop off at E40, and we pick up the next one at E30. So they're going to be like right next to one another. So we're going to get greedy and go find these. So G1S. Oh no, we buried it. G1S, G7. Oh, let's see where they are. All right. All right, so we know these cars are back here. What's the order? 44. So it's this one, and probably not this one. No, but we need these last 2. The other ones, Where's the other ones? G6S, which is this row. All right, so these ones are on this end. Oh, and it's just this one. Oh, is it two? Wait a minute. It's that one. And that one. Okay. And then the other one, other set of 2 cars is at D5S. Of course. Where are they? At the very end? At the very end. Alright, so, no, are they at the very end? It's this one. That one? How many cars were there? 6. How many cars did we find? 5. Okay. I must have missed one. Alright, so first we know we need to get to the back of G1S. Not crazy hard. We just operate differently. So we're going to split these 2 engines up. And we're going to work both engines, put these trains together. So we're going to take the back locomotive, we're going to drive all the way down the other end of the yard and pick out those 2 cars and bring them into here. In the meantime, we'll take the other locomotive, back it into this side, get the 2 cars out of there, and then put this train back together. So I think we're going to take the rest of this game to make this train happen. But it's all part of the puzzle. While it's fun, it's still a thinking game. Glad we did this one in the daylight. good. It's recharging. Oh, are there 3 cars here that I need? Okay, well, there's the last car. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So we start off with the 3 cars. We can uncouple these. Back these out of here. Take off the cars we need. Put this one that's right up against the engine back. And then push the other ones back down the track. Working again. Use the remote. Alright, so we're going to pull this up, park those 3 cars in that center lane, back up, and put this one back away in G1S. Then we'll come back out, connect to these, push these down the other end for the other locomotive. Use that locomotive to move in and get the other cars. off. So this is another advantage to running with dual DE2s. Not that you couldn't just pick up another one in the yard you're at if there's another one available. But these are like right here, easy to get to. You don't have to run across the yard to try and find it. Bring it, it's already together with your primary locomotive, or part of your primary locomotive. So do not be afraid to utilize them individually when conditions warrant. But we have a plan going forward here. Once we finish this shunting job, and we know that our next game we will be doing a job, hauling a job over to goods factory in town, which I think will be a new location for us. Want to bring ourselves to a stop right about the end of this set of flat cars on our right. Probably go down to the light pole. Let ourselves coast to the light pole there on the right. That'll be plenty of clearance on all sides. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to leave that here. Brake on. We're getting our other locomotive. Switch. We need to pick up G6S. Like before, we need that. We need the last two, and we don't need the first one. Switches are right. Yes. say that I didn't plan this 100% well enough, because if I had stopped myself and given myself enough room to attach the two cars I need to the end of my train and not foul this track, I would have been in better shape. But we live and learn. Connected? Yes. Do we want them connected? No. Brake on. All right. Next car is connected. Brakes on, brakes off. Oh. This is not linked to this train. It is now. See the things. I'm not perfect. I don't think you guys tune in to see perfect. Stop it. Stop it. Kind of in a rush here and I'm messing up. That was unintentional. So we are going to connect to the other cars that we actually need, because it's the two at the end that we need to connect to these. And with the remote control, we can automatically couple them and push them back if we need to push them back further. More brake. 3, 2. All right, let's see where we're at. No, see, I can't get into this track. What is leaking? I need that on. Okay, much better. All right, so I need to push back. Now that I got that air situation settled down. Need to push back to that sign for track G3. It's probably far enough. Oh, cut it out. Here you go. Game's being a little bit muggy here. See, it should be down. If I'm operating, because I'm connected to both, one can't be. Now it can be down, but when I'm connected to the train and both engines were connected to the air system, one had to be shut off. So the one in the back had the primary air system on it. So that is why I'm having that difficulty. As I mean, some of the realism of this game is just crazy. It's cool. But I mean, that's just a little nuance in the game that isn't really necessary, but it adds a sense of realism to the problems that you might encounter on a real railroad. Good. Put this car back. So if I want to drive this train from this front car, I need to flip that valve on the back locomotive. That back locomotive in the D yard to dig out the single car that's back there to finish this train. Seems a bit busy, but if I had started this task, this job, right off the bat and didn't have the mods in place to help me find and build this train, I might not be able to get the 1.5 bonus on this job. So I don't consider it cheating. I consider it good time management. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That open, I need to shut this one. All right, let's head to the D yard. Well, that starts up. Out here. Okay, so I do have a straight through line. I have a couple of them. I have one here too. Oh, this is cheap. Wait a minute. D5S. So I need to pick up. So I want to come down this line, and I need to pick up that one. So I can pull right in and detach the back locomotive, pick it up and reattach it. Perfect. I love it. I have a plan. That switch right there. that's good. That's good. We want to stay right, stay left, straight through 4I. Then we'll use the back engine. We'll disconnect, go down the end, reconnect, and we are golden. Yes, they are. Alright, we've got 20 minutes. I think we are on track. Stream name got a little bit long because I'd like to get the mark paid out on. Starting to run out of daylight. Potter, how are you? Glad you could make it. We're just about done. This has been a challenging shunting job because all the cars have been either buried behind one or two other cars or at the far end of the tracks. So we have split up our two DE2s that we've been running with and addressing some of these rogue cars by separating the two locomotives. We're just about done. I've got one more car to pick up at the back of this track. And then we'll have all the cars we need. We can go to the loading track, load them up, and then park them. Process of today's game, I made a little mistake as I didn't have all the licenses I needed to fulfill a job or to even take a job. So I needed to buy 2 licenses that I had originally skipped to try to play the game in a different way. And I ended up having to get them anyway. So I had $50,000, but I had to spend about 25 of that to service the 2 locomotives and then buy 2 licenses. But by doing that, I earned 15,000, and this job here that we're working on will generate another 15,000 base, over 20,000 if we get the 1.5 modifier, which is what we're working for. All right, so we're just going to back this out. Turn the brake off. And connect this car to that one back there. Looks like it's raining. Brakes are good. Control from this locomotive. And then back and forth. So how was your day, Totter? On her way home? I would hope so. Yes, live is good. Glad to be back. I may miss next week. I think I have a planning commission meeting. I should try and arrange something. I can't scrape a night back. I know as winter approaches, I may have more flexibility. But things are what they are. Responsible fox is responsible. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep a look at my schedule in Twitter, and I'll announce it if that's going to happen. Sometimes, and I have a feeling like this week is going to be the same way, I need to use Monday night to do shopping, especially if we've done agility over the weekend and we haven't been able to get out to do all the responsibilities that I have to do, that I normally do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we are coming up on the 2-hour mark. I am going to continue to play through this game until I finish putting this job away in the E4 track. So, hello, no Lances. Welcome. So we're in the middle of finishing a shunting job, a challenging shunting job, to say the least, here in Harbor and Town. I've had to split my two DE2s that I've been using as my motive power for the majority of my sessions here to dig out some cars that have been buried in the middle of a stack or at the back of a stack of cars in a rail, section of rail, or a section of guardrail, I should say. So that's why we're split in two, one in back and one in front. But we've put the train together, all 6 cars. Now we're pulling it into the loading track. We have heavy downpours here. Thunderstorms. Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening me. Trains will stop. We're going to run out and authorize the job. Then we'll load it up and park it. All right. Very good. We picked up 3 G1S, 2 at G6S, and 1 at D5S, which we just did. So now we've got all 6 cars right now sitting in D7L, ready to be loaded. And we take them all to E40. While that's just sitting there, E40 is back here. It should be 2 to the left. That should be 50. We don't want that. We want to go straight through. We want to go to 40, which should be this switch here, which it is. Anything on this track? Not for a long way, so we shouldn't run into anything. We need to bring the trains back to this point. And hopefully, when we leave, next session we'll be picking these up, taking them to goods factory in town. So that's the plan. And that'll be our next session. We're just going to get this train parked, loaded and parked, and we will call it. Load. Push it the other way. Ran into the thing. I'll have to do one more. Go ahead. It's raining. We'll get the other unit to help. Control the other one from remote. Alright, so we pull all the way through onto the main track and then we'll back into your Before we do that, get to the main track, I'm going to end up losing my helper. I have a plan. Spam. I guess they're both spam. That's unfortunate. what we'll do is we're going to back this past the switch, and we're going to put the other engine on the front of this one, and we're back together again. Together we'll back it in. I could do that, or I could just back it in. Anybody in a hurry? I've noticed the spam doesn't show up until like the very end. So you have to be like streaming for 2 hours or so before you even get noticed, you know? So we have a nice, I don't know, hour and 45 minutes before the bots find you. So we'll switch our engines around. Not a big deal. I guess the only big deal is the lantern, but we can run to the store real quick. So we got our locomotives back connected again. And our consist of train cars is on its way to track 4 here. We're seeing it approach at 10 kilometers an hour. Back off on the throttle. I have to back off on both throttles because I have both engines operating. brake. Shut it all down. Let's go turn her in. All right, we had 51 minutes, and we did it in 12. A value of 15.6, and we earned an extra 7, almost 8, for 23.4. So now, if we look at our wallet, we are in the better by 16,000. So we made a mistake mid-game, but we made some choices and were able to salvage that and come ahead by the end of the game. So we have done good. We're a little over time, but that's okay. We needed to see this job all the way through. So when we get back together, either next week or the week after, we're going to do this freight haul to goods factory in town. We need to get out that way to buy some tools and get some equipment to start to customize our engines a little bit, provide some digital speedometer, digital brake meter, things like that that'll help us in the long run as we move forward. And we can take them out when we get another engine. And so that is the plan. All right, so I'm going to thank everybody, Wild, Jack, Totter, and everybody else for coming along and joining me tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry for the postponements, but I've got things I need to do. So if you're watching this after the fact on Twitch or later on YouTube, and you like what you see, please subscribe so you get notified when I am streaming. And if you like what you see, give it a like, leave a comment. I always love comments, and I'll do my best to reply back to everybody. All right, so this is Swift Fox here in Harbor in Town with the Fox Valley Short Line, and we're going to sign off for the night. Have a good night, all. Be healthy. Stay safe.